Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the My Hardcore series, a series where I take a hardcore Ironman in a free-to-play Runescape and, in quotation marks, complete free-to-play, and by that I mean get all of the items on the checklists, which I will very briefly show on screen, and then do a couple of other tasks that I've set myself, which are 20 clue scrolls, at least 30 in every stat, every single quest, and then at least 5 kills in both free-to-play bosses. So to get this episode started, I am going to be here for a while. I think, in fact, let me show you what it is I'll be doing. So here's where in fact, I might need to reset this. One sec. Yeah, okay. So I'll do this for you now. If you don't know what the plugin is, this is Rune Light, and you can just see how much XP tracker. You can see how much you've done and see how much of one item you need to get to a certain level target that you set yourself. So here is what I'm going to be doing. I need 6,330 bones at 4.5 XP each to get myself to level 40 prayer. Now, this isn't all what I'm going to do. I will be doing some range at hill giants as well, but the main focus of this episode is 40 prayer, just so I have it done, because this will be the bit that will take the longest out of the whole free-to-play grind. So I will probably catch you in between certain levels when I do take a break from certain things, or if I get any good drops from either hill giants or ogresses. So it literally took me 3 minutes or so to leave the bones. This is just because I did have a beginner clue that I got from mining some gold ore, which I will go through why I've done that probably later on in the episode. So just wanted to get this done before I move over to ogresses or hill giants. So this should be the last step. Thank you very much. So I believe this is clue 8 or 9, and we get clue 9, a nice hard leather body and some herring. Lovely. Oh, how I love that sight. How I love that sight of giant key number 3 on the account. Just come here to try and get 30 range so I can go and easily kill, or get easier kills, shall I say, at ogresses. But there is the 3rd giant key, so I just need 2 more, and then I can start stacking up the 5 mossy keys. So I'm just sat here, AFKing away, and I get myself a rune full helm drop. Now, unlike the rune battle axe, I'm not going to sell this. This is going to be the first rune item I'm going to keep, actually, because it is part of the melee gear. And there's the first milestone on this potentially very long 6,000 bone prayer grind. Level 30 prayer has just been achieved. I don't get nothing for it, but I'm now 1400 XP, which I think is like 10 inventories worth of bones. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue to do this for a bit. I might go and kill some more hill giants, as I don't really need to kill ogresses anymore. But yeah, I'm going to continue burying these or do some big bones. I am not too sure, but I will catch you whenever I make my mind up, and you'll probably see a clip from that thing. Right, so once I talk to Hassan, I will have done the Prince Ali rescue quest, 700 coins, 3 quest points, give me a total of 32, which does mean I can now do Dragon Slayer, but I do want to save that for last, and of course get my skills a little bit higher. But I do want to save that for last, just because it's like that is like the end point of free to play. So I'll make sure that's the last thing I do, but I've still got a few more quests: Black Knight Fortress, Demon Slayer, Dragon Slayer, Pirate's Treasure, and then the Shield of Arav. Right, I'm back here again with about 350 necklaces, 302 sapphire ones, and 46 emerald ones. Now all of these I just want to put out there were bought for either 25 or 50 coins, so a lot of profit will be made right now. Didn't show me buying them just because it's really tedious and boring, and I was doing it on my phone whilst either watching TV or having dinner or whatever. So didn't really record me buying them, but I have all of these to sell. I don't know how much I'm going to get, but I look forward to seeing the total outcome. This should then almost be the last time I have to do this method. I think I might have to do it one more time just to get the rest of the rune items, but certainly for a while this will be the last time I have to do this. So let's get selling. I think it should be about 200k maybe, but we'll find out. And this should be the last world in which I sell 5 sapphire necklaces to, and I finish selling all of those with 223,000 GP, which is probably the most I'm ever going to have until I get membership. Okay, so here's what I'm going to be doing for quite a while, probably until level 20 in all melees, and that is just AFK and Kharid warriors who of course do aggro as you hit one of their fellow guards, I suppose. I've got a whole inventory of food. I'm going to stay here for a while, bury all the bones, because I still am trying to get that 40 per air, but I've just sort of slacked on that a little bit, just trying to do other bits. So I'm going to do this first, and yeah, I'll catch you when I have 20 in all of the melee stats. So quick update, I'm currently at 18 defense, 20 strength and 23 attack, and I did just get my first beginner clue scroll, which is a 1 in 90 drop. So I don't think I'll get another one by the time I get 20 defense, so I'm just going to get to 20, do the clue scroll, probably then get myself the full mithril armor, run around and buy myself all of that stuff, and then either continue training some combat and bury the bones, or go back to the dungeon and pick up the bones, world hop, bury the bones, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is the beginner clue scroll done that I got from the Kharid warriors. Had to come and bow to this random Donny. So anything good? Probably not. No, of course not. I will get something good in one of these beginner clue scrolls before I get to the membership worlds. It's also 10, so I'm halfway through the goal that I set myself, but of course I can go higher than that if I want to. Just want to keep going until I get at least one item, and ideally like the Rune skim ornament kits, because I will be using that for quite a while in the members world. But yeah, that is 10 out of the 20, and rubbish rewards as I would expect. Okay, so here is my nice little character, my hardcore guy, in his full mithril armor now that he has level 20 defense. I did go and then buy the adamant full helmet and adamant plate legs just whilst on my journey, but I don't know if I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to need to use them. I think it depends on how much XP it is for 30 compared to 40, because you do get that big bonus from Dragon Slayer. But hey, I got it in case, just so I don't then have to make the run around the map again. So what I'm going to go do now is continue training some of my combat stats, get some more bones to bury, and then probably wrap up the episode once I then finish with 20 woodcutting and 20 fire making. Okay, so I've decided to train at the giant frogs. Now, this does sort of kill two birds, whatever they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. There you go, whatever. I get big bones, so better prayer, although it does take longer, but it's still 15 XP compared to the 5. In fact, it's 3 in 1. I do then get some clue scrolls from these, as well as training my combat stats. So I'm going to make the most of the giant frogs for as long as I can. Honestly, probably 30 or 35 in all combats. So hopefully I can then get that 40 prayer by doing that, or at least get closer, and then go back to the normal bone method under the Edgeville dungeon. So I'm going to go do this beginner clue and then come back, because I don't want to miss out on any beginner clues. Okay, that's the clue scroll obtained. There's only another 2 steps, so took like 2 minutes. And I get black robe, wizard robe, and a staff of air, wizard hat is what I meant to say, and a starfish. That one, it actually isn't too bad. I think that's my highest value beginner clue scroll, so I can't complain too much. I'm just going to go back now and kill giant frogs. Okay, so I did get another clue scroll, but I didn't record me getting it, but here it is. Just a nice little free step, and I'm back here at this random looking Donny at the GE. So I believe this is number 11. It's 11 or 12, cannot remember. Anything good? Some steel plate legs, look at that, what a drop. I missed the level. I missed it, it was timed so perfectly and everything. 30 attack with 500 total level, and I missed it because I was sat too comfortably in my chair. Is genuinely the only reason why. Okay, so I did then get another clue scroll. I think I was on 3 in 243 kills, which is very much below the drop rate, which I'm not going to complain about. But it's just a beginner clue, probably nothing. And the annoying thing about the cabbage is that it's on the same roll as the uniques. But hey, it is what it is, right? And 18 bronze arrows, goodbye. Fuck you. So I might need to rethink this objective of the Moss Giant boss, just because I have been here for 10 kills. I've been here for 26 minutes. Okay, cool, I got one clue scroll. But there are so many people and my kill time is so slow. I mean, now people have gone, but my kill time is so slow. It's on a multi and everyone attacks everyone, or all of the other giants, so I don't get the kill for it, and it's just too much hassle to have to deal with for now. But I will 100% do this when I get members, if I get members, if I make it that far. So I still do want to get one kill, one Moss Giant boss kill, so I will try and get one, and it will probably take hours to get a key, and I'm okay with that, but I don't want it to take 5 days to get 5 keys. I'm not okay with that. So I'm going to change the Moss Giant boss to 1 kill, but keep Obor at 5 kills for now. I hope you understand. Right, speak to Mademoiselle Veronica and get the clue scroll from the Moss Giants. Anything good? I guess a black sword is something that is on their table and probably on the logbook thing. Great, thanks. But I'm still training my melee and my prayer. I'm up to 35 prayer and 34 defense, 33 attack and 30 strength. But as you can see, I did just get another giant key, so I do only need one more giant key, then I will probably stop killing hill giants and go back to the giant frogs. So that is the other clue scroll done. Let me just put my sword and my fancy boots on, and let me just I'll drop on the floor, wherever it is. Short bow and stuff I already got. So another clue scroll. I seem to be getting these quite a lot, but here we go. And yeah, it's just more crap. I could not come at a better time. The 5th and final Obor giant key is done. Final step of beginner clue number something of the other. Don't actually know, but let's open it and for God's sake, that's twice this episode I've had the cabbage drop and a load of crap. In fact, nope. The first milestone for prayer coming in. Bury this bone. 37 prayer, which does give me protect from magic, which I believe does mean I can do the Moss Giant boss. But I'm going to keep going to 40, get the protect from missiles, so I can then do the snare method for Obor. So I managed to find myself a nice little cushy corner at Moss Giants. I don't know how, normally these places are rammed, but I am on a German 500 total level world. So this does sort of change what I said beforehand about I may not be able to get them. Assuming that I can continue to do this at the very off-peak hours in these worlds, I should be able to get
enough mossy keys. By that I mean the 5. So the things I need to stay here for, which is why I think it might be possible, is at least 50 magic, at least 40 range, and at least 40 attack, as well as the 40 prayer. So this is upwards of, I think, about 700 big bones. So we're looking at about 700 kills until 40 prayer. So hopefully within that time I can get enough mossy keys. Time will tell. Time will tell. But I have until the end of this episode, because I'm not going to end this until I do get 40 prayer. So if it does come out a bit later, you know why. And another clue scroll, which probably means, I mean, the black plate body's alright. It gives me, I still think that's on the collection log. I'm not sure if the black items are, but if it is, fantastic. If it's not, then I'm just going to sell it at some point. As you can see, 132 kills, 1 mossy key, and 1 asshole who keeps tagging every single moss giant. It's frustrating. Quick break from the moss giants, just do another beginner clue scroll, which I get nothing. And this is casket number 20. Now, of course, I did say I wanted a minimum of 20 beginner clues done, so that is now ticked off that. I am going to continue to do the beginner clue scrolls whenever I get them, in the hopes that I do get a rare drop or a unique drop, but in this one, I just get a steel sword. E2, mossy key number 3. Another clue, another oh my god. I said it, I said earlier I wanted a Rune skim ornament kit, and I've just gone and got it. And I don't mind the Zamorak one, you know, I'm okay with that. That's awesome. That's awesome, I'm very happy with that. I thought it was going to be nothing. A 218k beginner clue, my first unique on the beginner clues, and it was something that is actually useful or cosmetically useful to my account in the future. Happy hardcore. Key 4. And not too long after, there is the 5th and final mossy key, which means I no longer have to be in the worst area on free to play ever. Well, I say that, out here ever again. God, it was bad. So bad. But hey, 5 keys. 5 keys, round off 40 prayer, episode done. As you can see, I'm 6 XP away from 40 prayer. Got the 2 bones here. And there it is. The main aim of this episode is done. This has taken me, give or take, I think it's about a week on and off of doing this prayer, as well as achieving the other stats from this episode. The most important thing is I can do protect from missiles. But to take you through the rest of what we have achieved this episode: 40 attack, 35 strength, and 35 defense, 40 range, 40 prayer, which is huge, 55 magic, 47 hit points, and then I don't think I've trained many of those. But what I'm going to do is, whilst this video is being edited and uploaded, I'm going to try and round off the rest of the stats, so in the next episode I could just focus on the 10 boss fights and the remaining quests, and then finish with Dragon Slayer. So that would be 30 rune crafting, 50 mining, 45 smithing, potentially I might leave that at 43, 40 fishing, 40 cooking, 40 fire making, and 45 or 50 wood cutting. So that's the aim for next episode, and that's what I'm going to be doing whilst this video uploads and edits. Now, if you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have missed out on the other episodes, please do click on the playlist and go through them all. Thank you.